Okay guys, today we're going to be talking about polynomials. Poly, from previous things you know, means many. Nomials, nomials meaning number or term. So things with many numbers or terms. So there's a lot of vocab that we're going to do, and I'm going to go ahead and type it because writing it will take too long. So the first word is a polynomial. And a polynomial, I don't need this, is anything that's more than one term. In fact, it can be many monomials added together. Well, then that begs, what's the question? What is a monomial? A monomial is some sort of expression with one term, just one single term. If a monomial, mono meaning one, means one term, then we can expand that to have binomials, which is an expression with two terms, and even a trinomial, which is an expression with three terms. After trinomial, we kind of stop. We don't keep going on. We just classify anything that would have four terms or more, we kind of classify as a general polynomial, okay? So let's take a look at some examples. So if I have x plus x plus x, at first that looks like a trinomial because there's three things added together. But I can combine like terms and I get 3x, which is just a monomial. Okay, so again, this is a great example of a polynomial in that it's many monomials added together. And these ones happen to form another monomial. They won't always combine like terms this easily. For example, if I had x squared plus 7 or plus x plus 7, those don't combine like terms. X squared is a term by itself, x is a term by itself, you can't combine them. 7 can't be combined magically with x. Okay, so this would be an example of a trinomial. Okay. Then let's talk about the degree of a polynomial. The degree of a polynomial is defined as the highest degree of any term. So in that example we had x squared plus x plus 7, the highest degree here is 2. So the degree of the polynomial would be 2. Okay? I'm going to give you an example to try on your own. X plus x to the 4th plus x to the 5th. What is the degree of the polynomial? Good, the degree would be 5. Now, this isn't written correctly because normally we write the degrees in descending order. Meaning that first we'd have that x to the 5th plus x to the 4th plus x. So that exponents get smaller as we go on. And when we write the degrees in descending order, this gives us the standard form for a polynomial. Okay? So there's other things we can find besides just the degree. So if we have 3x squared plus 7x plus 5, you're going to tell me that the degree is 2. And that's completely right. But the other things we can find is the leading coefficient. And the leading coefficient it's the coefficient that belongs to the term with the highest degree. So in this case, 3x squared was the term with the highest degree because it had degree 2. The coefficient in front of the x is a 3. So my leading coefficient would be a 3. 5x cubed plus 2x squared plus 7. Find the degree and the leading coefficient on your own. So that brings us to a point where we can add together the polynomials. So that means I'm going to have one polynomial like 2x to the 4th plus 3x squared plus 9x, and I'm going to add another polynomial to it. And this polynomial might be 2x to the 5th plus 4x squared plus 2x. So there's a couple ways we can do it. We can do it going horizontally, in which case it would be helpful to highlight or circle or whatever. I'm going to start with the thing with the highest degree. So of all of these terms, which one has the highest degree? 2x to the 5th. So that's what I'm going to write first. It'd be better if I wrote in pen. 2x to the 5th plus, what has the next highest term? Well, this 2x to the 4th does. Then I see two things that have a degree of 2. Guess what? I'm adding polynomials. Both of them are positive, and I'm adding. So I will combine those like terms. 3x squared plus 4x squared will give me 7x squared. And lastly, I have 9x, a positive 9x, and a positive 2x, which I'm adding together to get 11x. I could also do this horizontally, and the horizontal method is a little easier if you are a visual person. So I would line up some factors. 2x to the 4th, I don't have anything that is x cubed, so I'll put 0x cubed, plus 3x squared, plus 9x, plus 0 constant, right? There's no other number. And then I'm going to start with my second one. I have 2x to the 5th, plus 0x to the 4th, because there's no x to the 4th thing here. There's also no x cubed. There is a 4x squared. There is a 2x, and then no constant term, okay? And the only reason I leave like the zeros here is because this is a place value, so I don't add the 2x to the 4th and the 2x to the 5th, because those don't have the same exponent. I can't add them together. So I'm going to use that 0x to the 4th as a placeholder. And then I would just add down 2x to the 5th plus 2x to the 4th. I see that there's nothing going on here. This would give me 7x squared plus 11x. I get the same thing either way. It's just whether I'm wanting to line it up or highlight like terms or whatever. Okay, so let's try one on your own. We'll do 3y plus y cubed minus 5 plus 4y squared minus 4y plus 2y cubed plus 8. So the first thing you're going to want to do is put them in standard form before you add them together. So when I put them in standard form, I will get y cubed plus 3y minus 5 plus 2y cubed plus 4y squared minus 4y plus 8. I'm going to do this vertically. So I have y cubed plus 0y squared plus 3y minus 5. And in my second row, I should have 2y cubed plus 4y squared minus 4y plus 8. And then I add vertically. This is a understood one, so I'll have 3y cubed plus 4y squared minus 1y plus 3. And we don't just want to add polynomials, we also want to subtract them. So let's say I start with 3 minus 2x plus 2x squared, and you see that I'm going to have to put this in standard form, minus a 4x minus 5 plus 3x squared. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in standard form. 2x squared minus 2x plus 3 minus 3x squared plus 4x minus 5. I'm going to take this minus sign and I'm going to distribute it to every piece inside of here, which means I'm going to need to change my signs. It is very helpful if you do this in a different colored pen. So I will have negative 3x squared minus 4x plus 5. That means this whole problem has changed to an adding polynomials problem. So if I want to line this up, I have 2x squared minus 2x plus 3 plus a negative 3x squared minus 4x plus 5. Then I can go ahead and add down just like I did before. 2 plus negative 3 will give me a negative 1x squared, or negative x squared, minus 6x plus 8. Try this next one on your own. 7p plus 4p cubed minus 8 minus 3p squared plus 2 minus 9p. I'm going to distribute this. So it'll be a minus 3p minus 2 plus 9p. And I could have rewritten it in standard form first. That's fine. Or I can do that now. Either way. I'll have a negative 3p squared plus 9p minus 2. I'm going to go ahead and line that up. So I'll have 4p cubed plus 0p squared, because there's no p squared term in this first one, plus 7p minus 8. And then I add on that second polynomial. There is a no p cubed term, but there is a p squared term, plus 9p minus 2. Adding across, I should get a 4p cubed minus 3p squared plus 16p minus 10.